Are men easy or are women easy?
Men are easy.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Men.
They give it up right away. They don't care. I've heard this, like a guy would like just sleep with a girl if she's ugly. Like they'll just picture a body, like a bag on their heads. I think that's so messed up in many ways. But I've heard that before from guys. That they would do that.
I mean, the reality is like when I was younger, especially in my 20s, a lot of times, especially if I'm hooking up with a girl or there's pressure from your friends. Hey, did you fuck her last night? Did you go home with that girl? And you want to have a story because it's like you guys were all over each other. What happened? And you want to go back and, when you're young, especially like when you come out of high school and through your 20s, most people are focused on the approval of their peers. You care about what your friends think. And so they're getting laid and they're telling you crazy stories about things that happened. And like I remember one time this was like, I think it was like 1920, and one of my friends met a girl down on Fort Lauderdale Beach. It was like during spring break. And she ended up giving him like a blowjob in the car. And so he blew his wad all over and it went in her hair.
Oh my God.
And he told his long story about how everything that was leading up to that. And after he got out of the car, she was looking in the mirror, trying to clean all the stuff out of her hair. And those are, as guys, you get around and you tell those kinds of stories. And then, so if you're all going out together and you're hooking up with chicks together, you want to have a good story because when you're younger like that, you actually care what your friends think. You high five each other, you share intimate stories like that. But as you get older, you get into your late 20s and your early 30s, it's like you start to accept yourself more and you don't really give a shit. Especially if you outgrow a lot of those friends, which typically happens the older you get. You start to recognize who's really on your team, who really cares about you, who's really a solid friend, and who's not really there because they actually care about you. And so a lot of those people fade away. And as those people fade away, you care less about their opinion. You care less about their validation. And the reality is, like for me, my experience, one-night stands with having sex with somebody that's just, you're having fun having sex, but you're never going to see her again. It's really kind of like glorified masturbation because you don't feel anything for her. And it's like, walk in your front door and she leaves. Hey, nice meeting you. And you're never going to see each other again. I always preferred that I had a connection with her, that I felt something for her, especially as I got older. But when I was younger, I was worried about what my friends would think. So there would be women I would go and hook up with just so I could have a story to tell the guys at the office the next day. Or because otherwise I know they're going to break my balls. How come you didn't fuck her? She was all over you. She was ready to go. What's the matter with you? And so you feel this peer pressure to hook up and have a good story. But like I said, you kind of grow out of that. Especially once you're able to get into a relationship with somebody that you love and who loves you, and you feel those butterflies inside. You wake up in the morning, she's the first thing in your mind. You go to sleep at night, you're thinking about her before you fall asleep at night. And that just doesn't happen with, a one-night stand, unless the sex was really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to get really comfortable with the person, too. Like, I just literally can't. Like, you could be so fine, and I still won't feel anything. Like, I could be drunk, fine, in the mood, but then when it comes to it, I'm like, no. I'd rather just do it myself and go home.
Just go full Energizer battery and handle it yourself?
Yeah. I'll just picture his face. That's it.
The visual Rolodex?
Yeah. Because I feel like afterwards, what's it called? Post-nut clarity for me. That I feel like that would happen to me. I'd be like, that was such a waste of time. Like, I would rather get that from someone I'm like really...
Sometimes the purple dildo works better than an actual guy, so
the dildo is purple. Why purple?
It's a good color. We're going to have a black dildo? It's not fun.
A glow-in-the-dark one, maybe?
Oh, there's glow-in-the-dark condoms. I did not know that existed.
It's like a lightsaber coming at you. Luke, use the Force. What color you guys got?
I don't have one.
No? No toys. Huh.
Mine's a red mini bullet on the go.
Red bullet.
I mean, hey.
I don't like the transparents. They're so cheap and they break.
She's an avid product tester.
They do the job sometimes, so why not?
Macy? What do you have to say about that, Macy?
Well, then answer the question. Are men easy or are women easy?
I think men are easy because you always know what they want. But
Well, if a guy's talking to you, you know he wants to sleep with you.
But I could see how girls can be easy too. Like, when you think about, like, when you're at the bar, like, I literally can sit at the bar and, like, look around and be like, oh, like, that girl's going home and, like, sleeping with someone tonight. Like, you can just, like, tell, like, read their body language. So I feel like guys and girls can both be easy.
I think women are emotionally easy and men are physically easy. You could play with a girl's mind and trick her like this.
That's true.
And a guy, you can make him want you like it's nothing.
Especially a girl that never heard about like flirting and comments to herself.
Be nice.
Yeah, that's what triggers a girl, and that's where she can give it up right away. It feels nice when someone compliments you and it's there for you. And I had a conversation with a guy, and I remember he's saying that women hold the key. If they don't give up the key, there's nothing. So it's harder for women, like, to sleep with a woman. A guy can say yes no matter what, but a woman holds the key, and if she says no, she's not giving it up. And that's when the guy leaves, or he decides whether to stick around. It's up to him.
Yeah, men pick, but women do the choosing.
Correct.
Women are the gatekeepers.